Hey YouTube, Pete the Norfolk Chillihead coming to you today with the first in a very short run of hot sauce reviews based around the Halloween / all things kind of spooky sort of theme. All of these three reviews that I'm going to be bringing to you are coming from Evil Seed Sauce Company, and I'm really excited to be trying these sauces because I've never had anything from Evil Seed before. They're a very new company, only established in 2012. It's only been going around a year or so, but I've already seen a fair few reviews from other people doing their sauces, particularly the Americans, but as I say, I've never tried anything by them myself before, so really looking forward to trying them. So today we're starting off with their Hell Peach hot sauce. And this is a really interesting design. You've got this thing floating here with a pitchfork that looks very much like a pumpkin to me, but I'm guessing it's actually meant to be a peach, which is kind of weird. And then you've got this screaming woman who just looks like a bit of a mad person. I don't really understand what's going on there. But it's a funny, interesting design, quite funky graphics on there. Looks really cool. So, as I say, this is from Evil Seed Sauce Company. If you want to check any of their stuff out, you can get them from evilseedsauces.com. And it says here they're based at Good Evil Road, Freakville, Florida. Okay. We've got a little bit of a story here. So it says, he who said the ripest peach is highest on the tree failed to realise the existence of the Hell Peach hot sauce. From the fiery pits of hell, the sweetest of peaches found a harmonious marriage with some of the hottest peppers, plucked from the gardens of this world and below. Your food will never be the same. Live good, eat evil. I'm assuming that's kind of their motto, live good, eat evil, which is quite cool. So, ingredients-wise, we have peaches, water, distilled vinegar, brown sugar, serrano peppers, orange habanero peppers, agave syrup, garlic, lemon juice, red chili peppers, olive oil, canola oil, and xanthan gum. It's got that gum in it, boy. So, sounds pretty interesting. If you look at the, well, I'll just take the wrapper off first to give you a good look at the actual sauce itself. But it actually looks extremely runny. You can see that there, it's flowing like water. Or should I say like vinegar, which is in here, probably forming a fair decent of the body of the sauce. You can see a few things floating around in there. We've got some seeds, we've got some fleshy, pulpy bits, but as you can see, it's very, very runny. So what do we expect? Well, obviously peaches being the highest ingredient, we'd expect some nice light sort of fruity notes, but then of course we've got the vinegar, we've got the sugar adding some more sweetness, lots of different peppers in there, garlic, lemon juice, etc. So, excuse me, itchy nose. It's not very attractive, is it? Right, give it a good shake, and let's hope that this is worth getting, because it certainly sounds quite interesting. Let's see what we've got. Okay, definitely vinegary, definitely garlicky, definitely oniony. Not really getting too much in the way of peppers, maybe a slight sort of hint of chili aroma, but nothing overbearing. Not really getting the peaches, but then I guess they're not one of the most fragrant fruits, are they? They're quite a sort of a mildish kind of flavour. It's not like it's a lemon or a lime, that kind of thing. Something really zingy. Peaches are fairly sort of mild in flavour, I would say. It smells nice, but it does smell very vinegary, and as we can see, it's very runny, so I have to be very careful not to spill this everywhere, because that's the kind of thing I do. Right, so, big decent spoonful. I won't tip it because it will go everywhere. So, without further ado, down the hatch. Wow, that's not what I was expecting at all. That's really, really weird. The peaches are really dominant in the flavour, which I'm quite surprised about. That is the predominant flavour. You do get lots of peach coming through here. I'm assuming the majority of the peach flavour is coming from the juice, which makes for a very, very watery sauce. I mean, it's been a long time since I've had a sauce which has such a watery texture and consistency. But the flavour, I mean, if you want the peach flavour, then you certainly get that. There's loads of peach flavour in there, backed up with vinegar. Although the vinegar isn't as overbearing as the aroma would suggest. It's not mild, but it's the peach does dominate over the vinegar, which I suppose is a good thing. Definitely some oniony notes in the background. Bit of garlic as well on the aftertaste, which is quite pleasant. But the sweetness coming through from that peach is really quite, well, it took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it to be that fruity. And certainly that strong, strength of the peach flavour. Quite unexpected for me. Heat-wise, really, really mild. I'm getting a sting at the back of the throat, but that's about it. We're talking about 3 or 2 out of 10, 2.5 out of 10 on the heat scale. It's really very mild, guys, but I am just going to have a little bit more just to see if I can get anything more from this sauce. This is the kind of thing that you could go through very, very quickly because it's so mild. It's not going to be challenging for anyone, I wouldn't have thought. So obviously it's very sweet. You get a slightly syrupy kind of, not texture, but mouthfeel from the sugar that's probably added as well. This is the kind of sauce that would work quite well with ice cream. Some fruity hot sauces, the mango hot sauces, that kind of stuff, they do work really well with ice cream. And I think this one would be one of those sauces that you could try with ice cream, definitely. Maybe you could put it on some chicken, breaded chicken, fried chicken, that kind of thing. But other than that, I can't really think of that many other uses for it. Maybe on a salad, instead of a vinaigrette or a dressing, you could use this. But really, that overall sweetness does kind of limit its uses. If you're using it in a savoury dish, then you're not going to want to... you're fairly limited in what you can use it with. You wouldn't want it on a pizza, you wouldn't really want it with pasta, or in a curry, or in a Mexican-style dish. There's not that many things you could do with it. But like I say, it probably would be really good on ice cream. Like I say, the heat is really quite low. Like I say, all I'm getting is the sting at the back of the throat, and that's about it. But it's not a bad sauce. It's an interesting sauce. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it I'd probably go around the middle. I'd probably say about 5 out of 10, maybe 6. The flavour is interesting, but the watery texture, the sort of the overall sweetness of it, coupled with that real lack of heat, for me, kind of puts it more on the disappointing side of things. But, it's not a bad sauce. And like I say, it would go nicely with ice cream, so... If you fancy giving your vanilla ice cream a bit of a kick, then hey, check out the Hell Peach Hot Sauce from Evil Seed. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, Halloween no less, with another hot sauce review. See ya!